Hello student, welcome again to this course. Okay, what we learned today? How about motion? Okay, we will learn motion today. What is motion? The object which is not changing its position with respect to a fixed point is said to be stationary object, and the object which is changing its position is said to be moving object. A body is said to move in variable motion if it covers different distance in the same interval of time. For example, motion of human beings, the motion of vehicle, and etc. I will give example. A man drives a car from city A to another city B. Distance between city A and city B is 90 km. If the man covered a distance of the first 30 km in half hours, the next 30 km in half hours, and the last 30 km also in half hours, then it means he drove at the constant speed of 60 km per hour. Thus, we can say in the present case, the motion of the cars was uniform throughout the journey. This is the differences about scalar quantity and vector quantity. Scalar quantity, it is the physical quantities having own magnitude but no direction. For example, distance and speed. Next is vector quantity. It is the physical quantity that requires both magnitude and direction. For example, displacement and velocity. This is the differences about distance and displacement. Distance, length of actual path traveled by an object, while the displacement, shortest length between initial point and far point of an object. Distance, it is scalar quantities, while the displacement, it is vector quantities. Distance, it remains positive, can be 0 or negative, while the displacement, it can be positive, negative, or 0. Distance can be equal to displacement in linear path, while the displacement can be equal to distance or it's lesser than distance. Now, I have a question from this picture. How far have I gone? There are two ways to answer this question. A. If the question about distance, you can answer 6 meters. But if the question about displacement, you can answer this 2 meters. This is the differences about distance and displacement. In motion, we have speed, velocity, and acceleration. Now, I will explain about speed. Speed is the distance traveled in unit time. It is a scalar quantity. We can measure speed using speedometer. The standard unit is meter per second, but it also can be expressed as kilometer per hour. This is the equation of speed. Speed, or the symbol is v, equal distance moved, or s, over time taken, or t. Next is velocity. Velocity is the distance traveled in unit time in a state direction or displacement, so it is a vector quantity. We can measure velocity using velocimeter. Some units that can be used are kilometer per hour or meter per second. The equation of velocity or v equal displacement or s over time taken or t. Next is acceleration. Acceleration is the change of velocity in unit of time. We can measure velocity using accelerometer. The basic unit of acceleration could be expressed as meter per second square. This is equation of acceleration. Acceleration or A equal change of velocity or delta V over time taken for change or delta T. Now I have an example of question. The question is Tanjiro cycles at 12 km per hour. How distance does he cover in 36 minutes? To answer the question, you must write down the known first. The known from the question is speed 12 km per hour and time 36 minutes. To make easier, you can change minute to hour. After that, you can write down the formulas first and write down the known to formula, and then you can find the answer. That's all for today. To make you understand more about the material, you can work on some of the questions on the link in the description. See you